Hello there, this is me, Dark93, and this is going to be a Pretty Little Rainbow Live episode 29 review. So, basically this episode was, again, separated in three parts for me. The first was the Belle sort of fall, and then to rise again when she was the manager of the store. Second was Ku's sort of, not monologue, but Ku's, he analyzes her in a sort of way where he says the reason why Naru was chosen instead of Belle all the way at the beginning of the series. And then thirdly, of course, is the Hokkaido Adventures Part 1. Go Genghis Khan. But let's get on with it. For the Belle portion, I thought it was, well, it wasn't obvious, more often that it was cool to see that Belle sort of faltered for the first time in a while, because it sort of said that, oh yeah, this was your old self, or you're trying to push everything, trying to be the best. Unfortunately, it's not going to work, and it didn't work in that sense. And then what happened is, during that portion, that she found out about Momo, which, well, yeah, everyone was shocked about that. I also want to say Otoha got some strength. You just grab that pen and just be like, whoop. So that was a little funny portion. And moving on with that, then we get into the second part, the sort of middle of the portion with Ku, where he sort of explains that, I know some customers are sophisticated, but it's going to be difficult for first-timers to adapt to that sort of sophistication, like, to sort of say, oh yeah, like, I understand you completely, like, they just want to try their own things out, and, you know, you got to sort of help them into that, as Hiro talks about when Belle is on the bridge and sort of thinking about, like, it's not working out well. And of course, with that, Hiro then goes to say that it's, we're a part of Adol Rose, and that we're always trying to give people, the audience, the best that we can give. So after that, Belle comes back to the store, and she's all happy. She's happy, and then she helps out the customers that, she goes in the order that she messed things up and makes it right, and then states that there's going to be a prism show, that there's going to be a fashion show. And then what happens is we then see the prism show, which was supposed to be a fashion show, which in the end was a fashion show at the end of the prism show. So it was sort of a prism show, then a fashion show. But regardless, we did see, I guess, a tomboyish Otoha, a more ladylike Wakana, and then a cat Belle. So that was actually pretty cool to see the different, the different uniforms or the different outfits that they had. It was sort of interesting to see, instead of just a prism show and then saying, hey, his clothes, it's sort of a elaborate type of fashion show where it was sort of a prism show wrapped in a fashion show. Now with that sort of wraps up the Belle/Ku section. Now to get into the Hokkaido things, they didn't really do too much in the form of the Hokkaido. They talked a little bit. They talked a little bit, like getting all the foods. Then we saw Ito send a message to Koji about a fountain, saying that it looks like his head. And they sort of pan up to see his head, and it's like, yay. And then we see, Koji, he sends a message saying, have fun in Hokkaido. And then after that, we see Naru and and Rina inside of, the lodging that they're in for the night. And basically, around that time, just Naru's looking up the status updates on the homepage And early in the day, on to the same thing when Belle was playing the violin and everyone was so happy about her. And the little funny moment when Ito says, "Oh, Naru, thank you for everything." Sort of saying that, "Oh, your time's up." So that was the episode in a nutshell, really. A fun episode, sort of a prelude to what's going to happen next week. And, well, I thought it was pretty good for what it was. I mean, it was sort of just Belle going down, up, and then Prism Show. Yay. So, again, this has been a episode review. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.